Give us a shot.
Hello and welcome to Bourbon and Badges, the podcast, Season 6, Episode 7. Rodinator here with Slow Ride and Hound Dog. How we doing, guys?
Rodinator, what the hell are you wearing?
This is the Wife Beater edition, straight from Gastonia, G-Town, the gas house.
G-Town. All your signs down there, too, G-Town.
I'm fitting right in, boys. I just got to get the accent down and I'm good to go. But how we doing, fellas? How'd you
I
good
don't think
day?
it's going to happen.
No,
We having a good
you
day?
know, you sound like Slow Ride from time to time when you try to, so I think you're getting that accent down pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I try, yeah.
I'm trying to learn to talk like this right here.
Yeah. But, so Season 6 is getting right along, fellas. Already up to episode number 7.
Number
right.
7. Man, good grief.
Lucky
Time flies
7.
when you're
Lucky
all
7.
alone.
Yeah. When you're all alone on Shootout Mountain.
Don't shoot up. No, it's on the podcast. There's no listeners.
You've killed all the damn critters up there, so
Yeah.
Man, I
With
tell
dead
you,
bodies
you're
all
by
over the front
yourself.
lawn. No
Let
one
me
comes
tell
to
you,
see
yeah.
you because you got dead shit all over the fucking house.
I will never
it's
get
like a
mad
damn
at
war
myself,
zone out
Pete-
there.
Peter's
The
going to
war
come
on
in for me.
Shootout Mountain.
This
Slow Ride's
month,
war against critters on Shootout Mountain.
just
Headless
cutting grass.
fucking
I
snakes.
did have a neighbor shoot a bear the other day. He had an issue with the bears. He ended up shooting it.
Oh, he did shoot a bear?
Yeah, man, dadgummit. But anyway, yeah, just cutting grass, weed eating. This month, 3 snakes, 3 frogs, a couple salamanders, and a friggin' bird. Clipped a bird on the way to work one day, a female cardinal.
You're literally
flopping around.
You're literally confessing to killing animals and PETAs all over this
Good
fucking
grief.
podcast.
I don't mean to. One I did. I got a water snake gets in the pond. It eats my.
If I don't mean to run over a
Crustaceans and my
crackhead
fish.
out there in the street with my car, does that mean shit? No, I'm still going to get in trouble.
Yeah, but you're more likely to run over a crackhead in Gastonia than you are a
That's right.
snake or a.
I should come in
Or a
here.
frog.
I hit 2 crackheads, 1 hooker. Jesus. It was a hell of a fucking day.
Normal day. Normal day, Gastonia.
I'm tired. I ran over a lot of people today.
What are you guys drinking?
Oh, man.
I don't know. I've been drinking for a while now. Eagle Rare.
Yeah, good stuff.
I
Yeah,
went ahead and popped
10
some
year.
Eagle Rare. Yeah, 10 year.
Buffalo Trace for me.
Buffalo
Man, we got
Trace.
some good bottles on this show this week, man. I've got the Smoke Wagon small batch straight from Las Vegas.
That's a cool looking bottle.
Now, I
It
don't
is
know if
cool
you can
looking
see it or not, but it's got dust on. That's what they call dusties. I finally, after being here 2 years, unboxed all of my bourbons, got them out, and this one had dust on. I thought, I don't know, why am I saving this thing for? So I was going to pop the cork and have it on the show.
What's it look like?
Hey,
Slow?
hold
Nate?
it- hold it
Real
back-
Nate?
hold
Is
it
it
back
nated?
up there.
Is it
Hold
nated? Slow?
Yeah, hold it back up there. Is that, what's that called on the bottle? Not the label.
What's the
The
glass
fancy
shape? So is
stuff.
that nated?
Nated?
Or nated?
Oh, ornate. Ornate.
Ornate.
Oh,
it's
ornate.
ornate.
Oh, I
It's
thought
not
it was
ornated.
nated. I thought it was nated.
Well, ornated, either one. It can be nated or nated.
Nated for short. I guess you could say that,
Yeah.
Hound. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
pretty cool. Got a little.
That's when you have a personal connection with the bottle. It's nated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
It's
hey,
like a
believe me, I'm
nickname.
getting a personal connection to the bottle because I started earlier today. We're podcasting later than normal. I'm out by the pond, got my yard work stuff done today, and I'm out by the pond enjoying a fat bottle Betty cigar and a pour of this.
Fat dog
So
Betty's.
then we had our pre-pad crap, our
Yep.
pre-podcast
See?
pour.
Jesus, here
I
we
can
go.
tell.
Now
It's all
we're having
downhill.
this pour, so we're going to be very interesting to hear tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know last week we had problems with Slow, didn't we, Hound Dog, with his
Yeah, we did.
his woke left-leaning horse shit that spewed from his mouth. So we told him straighten up a little bit. And I see that he's wearing his pre-podcast pour. He's wearing a SWAT T-shirt underneath there. Let's see it.
Huh?
Let's
Look
see
at this. Look at this.
He's trying to
redeem
pull
himself.
back, folks. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You got the.
And
Yeah,
that's
him-
actually from 2002, so it's not that old.
You got the shirt, but then again, I'm wearing a wife beater in Gastonia and I'm from New York, so you can fucking fake that shit. Can't you? Doesn't mean you're from Gastonia.
I'm representing.
But, yeah. There you go, bourbon and
Yeah,
badges.
bourbon and
Perfect.
badges, man, yeah.
Perfect, perfect.
Yep.
But so you were talking about something, Slow, when I talked about the wife beater thing, and you
Hey.
said you had some stats on some.
Yeah, let me explain the shirt first. We used
Oh,
to
yeah,
have, we lost three beautiful men off of, Steve Duncan, Jeff Clark, Phil Ferrantello, all of the SWAT team. We used to have a SWAT reunion every year. And David Fergo's a retired trooper, North Carolina trooper. Would always have these shirts printed up, and that's where it came from. The Second to the last one I ever had.
Oh.
Those guys passed. We quit having them. Yeah, man. Talking about your wife beater. Come across some stats today out there sitting by the pond enjoying my smoke and pour. You know, women make 94 cents on the dollar that a man makes.
And
So
what?
And police officers. If a male police officer made $54,000, a female would make $51,000 doing the same job.
I call bullshit.
Fake news.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
It's in black and white right there.
How do you? I see that. I see that. I see
So
that.
it's got to be true. It's only
With AI, I can put a picture of my balls on there, and I have nothing to do with it. You know. So, listen. In Charlotte,
Why would I have picture of your balls?
might have sent a dick pic. Remember the
AI.
last episode? Don't forget about that.
That's true.
And AI, yeah, there's AI. Elon
Not
Musk.
AI.
Yeah, not AI.
Well, see,
See
they
how it's
talking
very-
like
it's
me.
very
If I
close.
said that, you'd have like just busted my
No,
chops.
but he was
very
right.
You
close.
woke or something.
He was right. You were wrong.
What do you mean?
Listen,
He said
Listen, you
AI,
can't-
and you said IA.
Hey, internal
No,
affairs.
AI. Artificial
It's
intelligence.
not about you. It's about us. Why you keep saying
artificial intelligence is what I'm saying could create.
Jeez.
Why don't
Holy
y'all have
crap.
another drink? Hey, speaking of a drink, 60% corn, 36% rye, 4% malted barley.
He jumps around. I was just about to get into the thing you
Man.
just asked about women's
Well,
pay.
I know, but we didn't cover the drinks.
Okay. Eagle Rare, good shit, love it. 10 years age, I'm drinking it.
All right, let's
90 proof. Hey,
How
so
would you
listen.
rate it? Daily drinker?
Yes, yeah, I love Eagle Rare. Not real pricey, but it's what 35, 40 a
Not
bottle.
for a 10-year-old. It's not pricey at all for a 10-year-old.
30, yeah, that's true. But with Biden's economy today, you never fucking know.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me get back to the women thing. Can I get back to the women thing?
Oh, by all means, I'm sorry.
Okay. They don't make less money than us. That's such bullshit. It's discriminatory.
It's a
It would
national
never,
statistics.
It's never. I know it's national.
For what
Whatever
year?
you got. Whatever you got. Whatever.
1972?
Yeah. Because today, listen, when you come on as a cadet in the Charlotte Police Department or any police department, there's a starting salary. Now, it does go with experience and maybe time on, but if you're a rookie for rookie, you make the same. You don't make more or less if you're a man or a woman. So how does that discrepancy happen? And each pay raise isn't based on whether you got a set of balls or a set of tits. Either way, you still get the same amount of pay on up. A topped-out male officer makes the same as a topped-out female officer, everything
I
else
agree, and
considered.
That's in
Yeah.
our world. I don't know what's like everywhere else.
Unless now college in Charlotte, you get more pay for a 2-year degree, 4-year degree, right? So that
And we
could
have
be some of it.
certificates. You have your general, intermediate, and advanced law for certificates,
Right,
and
right.
that has pay
Right,
tied to it.
that could factor in. But I'm saying if you just do person for person, same career path, they should make the same exact to the penny. And if they don't, it's something that they could sue. And
Yeah,
today they would.
Yeah, but
I think those stats are old. I think they're dated. I
But
think
what
they're,
about this? They start out the same, but as they progress through the years and they keep getting their
that's what
evaluation, and the evaluation is kind of like, subconsciously you're a guy, you're getting 5%, you're a chick, you're getting 3.5%.
Or does the guy who's humping more calls or doing more training or whatever, and maybe the female just likes to get out there and do traffic reports, maybe write some tickets, maybe he deserves more. Maybe he gets more because he does more. He checks more boxes on the evaluation form. I don't know. That's possible. But you cannot,
women
you cannot
certainly have a
discriminate.
role in law enforcement, and I've seen things where things they shouldn't be involved in, things that you should. And I'm speaking as a retired cop, not as a male chauvinist.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, some women you want backing you up on a call, some you don't.
Sure.
But you take a domestic with children, man. You want a woman there because, man, these little kids can relate to the woman's cop a lot better than they can the guys.
You're right.
Sure.
You're absolutely right on that.
And it works both ways. And sometimes I don't want a guy backing me up because he's a dick or he's a pussy or he's a
Yeah.
fucking coward.
Yeah,
Whatever.
woman brings
I mean,
a whole nother dynamic to the show.
Sure. I just think that it's one of the protected classes. You cannot be discriminate against women, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you do, you can get sued. That's just the bottom line. So you can't pay them less if they're doing the same job. And it's and with the Charlotte department, I know for mine for sure, that don't happen, man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so I'm not calling bullshit, but I am kind of like Something's wrong
Well,
there.
now look at this as well. Out of in the United States, there's 324,951, not 52, not 53, but 51 police officers. 16.8% are women, 83.2% are men. So, right, that
I'd go with
alone, that alone can manipulate the pay scale because the males are so dominant, and they're getting. You take that pay to 83.2% pay compared to 16.8% pay. That could have a big influence on it.
Right, if they're doing the math that way, which is funky math. But if you're taking one person, one female, female and one male, they make the same.
I'm a product of Gaston County Public Schools, so math,
Yeah.
happen over here.
Yeah, that's a stretch. Yeah. Anyway, so what else you got there? What other kind of stats you got there?
The most common ethnic group of officers, of course, is white, followed by Hispanics. I thought blacks would be next, or Latinos, 18.2%, black or African American is 12.9%, unknown is 4.6%.
How can you be
Well, you know
unknown?
this?
Well, I know because even the LGBT community is represented at 7% in law enforcement.
Don't forget the fucking Q.
Don't want to leave the cues out.
Don't leave the Q out.
There's not a Q in there.
LGBTQ. Someone left the Q out.
Maybe
That's
them
fuck
Qs
up.
is what's driving that pay raise up.
I don't know, but Qs don't want to be left out of the equation. I'm not even going to say who they are. They just don't leave out the Q.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, though, those stats are right on the money, though. There should be more white officers because the population is 55% white, right? There should be more Latino officers than black because there's more Latinos now than there are.
City Gastonia, and Hound Dog knows this as well, wanted to hire a basis of law enforcement officer to represent the community.
No, reflect
That's what I
the
said.
community. You said represent. Reflect.
Well, do you not
In other words,
represent
when you
your
look at
community?
they want it to look like the community they're patrolling. I've heard this bullshit from my fucking command staff. I got that. Go ahead.
But yeah, but along the same line, what's aggravating is if you pull stats, I worked basically the black community my whole career. So if you pull my stats, I've arrested more black people, written more tickets to black people.
You're racist.
Not because I'm racist, because I work the black community.
You're a racist. That's what they say.
Yeah,
That's
you're
what
right.
you're exactly
You're
right.
right. You're exactly right.
It's that simple. They use that word like you wouldn't believe. No, you're right, Slow. And I'm playing. Of course you're not. Same thing. And you know what the funny thing is? The communities that I used to work into as an officer and a sergeant were the minority communities, which is fine. The minority communities have a lot of issues, a lot of problems. They need policing there, and that's fine. And you know what? They ask for policing there. They want more police presence there, right? And then when you go there and you do enforce the law, then the people
media
who
doesn't
don't want you there,
reflect the truth. They
Right.
love us. They love the cops in their
right,
communities.
right. But then when you do go there and you write the tickets and stuff, then they start bringing out these stats. Why are you writing all these tickets in this black community? And you're not writing a whole lot over in the white community over here. Well, because a couple of reasons. One, more crime over here than there is over there. Two, they ask for it over here. They don't need it over here. And three, if we didn't enforce and come over in this community, you'd say, why aren't you protecting the black community from all the crime that's happening over there? So we get it either way. If we're not there,
Oh yeah, you got it.
True.
we're
Yeah.
racist. If
It
we're
works
there,
the same way
we're
for
racist.
the black officer that works the white
I
community.
just accept the fact I was racist because I was arrested.
Well, you are
people-
wearing a wife beater,
I am, which must mean I'm redneck and a racist.
and you are a redneck northern. That's kind of an odd.
And I could turn on the little accent if I had to.
Well, now you sound like you're from Chicago.
Now you sound like slow ride. Do it again.
This podcast starts at 9 o'clock. Not a minute later.
You have your shit together at 9 o'clock.
You have your shit
Do I
together
need
at
to hit
9
the
o'clock.
button? Do I need to hit the button? That's all
I'm the
saying. I gotta
fucking
hit the button.
producer of this motherfucker.
All right, y'all make mash the button. Hey, I'm the producer here. Yeah, Slow, he's a producer. So there you go. No more signs. I got it plugged in.
I got you. But yeah, so that was it. Back in the day.
Oh, that's rabbit hole went down.
that is
Hey,
a
you know-
rabbit hole.
I just
That was
figured
a
it out,
frustrating
Rod.
time, though. Go ahead, sir.
I just figured it out. Why he made that clip with, I'm the producer. Because they can't freaking spell producer. He had to
I
say
don't have
it.
to if I got a button for it now.
Sure. He held up a piece
Yeah, I
of
put
paper
an
the
S
other day.
last
Spelled
week
the
instead of a C, I put an
P-R-U-D-Z-E-R,
S.
producer or some shit like that.
Well, hey, give me credit because it didn't look right, and I looked it up, and I knew I was wrong, so I corrected it.
I saw you crossed it out in an ink pen,
Scribble
and
it.
you wrote a little.
Well, I didn't want to waste paper, so I we start a whole new piece of paper.
It looked like a kid wrote it, but that's okay.
Did you cross it out and initial it?
Yeah.
And signed. Yeah.
How's y'all's bourbon? Your bourbon's pretty good.
Yeah, man. Buffalo Trace always good daily drinker for me. It's mash bill number 1, less than 10% rye. So it's
And Eagle
it's
Rare
a
is
good one.
made by the same folks, right?
Yeah, sure is. Same mash bill, I think. Just aged in
I
a
think
different
so, too.
location. Yep.
Just aged.
Well, the
10
Smoke
year
Wagon is a high rye. And the people that, the new listeners, difference between a rye and a high rye is the second grain in the mash bill. And if it's a rye, it's the first grain in the mash bill.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
It's a high rye, yes. So it's very peppery, very, very spicy. Right up our old buddy's Buck's wheelhouse.
Yeah, he loved that high rye stuff.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What would you give it there, Slow?
I'd give it a 7. It's a daily drinker, even though I'm not a big rye fan.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, cool.
The burn's good, 100%. 100 proof.
Yeah.
After sitting around the pond having a few of these and pre-podcast pouring now,
Talking to
tell what's
squirrel.
going to come out of our mouths tonight.
Talking to squirrel.
Slaughtering fucking insects and shit all over your yard. Oh my
All
goodness.
right, man. I've got some. We're still early in this show. I got one more thing else if I can bring it up.
Go ahead, bring it up.
Looking up statistics now when I was sitting there by the pond, it says how.
Is that right?
Oh, there he came back. You see me?
Really?
What
Is that right?
crap, I
Sloan?
don't know.
Yeah, man.
And we've been experiencing this all evening with pre-podcast meeting and stuff. But all right, back here. How do you feel about law enforcement? These are cops. No. I'm sorry. It's different statistics. These are civilians talking about cops. How do you feel about law enforcement in the United States? 1.2. Let me back up. 5.3 thousand people voted. 1.2 thousand said, I am pro-police. 2,000 people said they're neutral about law enforcement. 842 said they're anti-law enforcement. 1.3 thousand represent the Black Lives Matter. These type of organizations said they want to defund the police. So, very, very little actually wants to support the police compared to these stats.
Yeah, well, fuck them.
Yeah.
Where this
that's
was
what I
taken,
say.
I don't know, and how it was taken, I don't know. It's just the
I like
poll
to see.
taken.
I like to see the
National
the
poll.
set of people. I like to see who's saying.
the
Because
dynamics they pulled from.
Yeah, because you know what? Talk to the people in Portland who defunded the police, and talk to the damn city councilwoman who got smacked in the face with a brick and her car taken, and all of a sudden she wants us back, and they're trying to rehire police. They all talk a tough game until they get their asses fucking kicked, and then they need us all back.
True.
Defund the police. They're racist. Everybody. It's like painting any kind of group of people with one brush. It's so tiresome because it's always a full circle too. Let's defund them. No, we need them all back again. Let's now let's defund them again. It's just like a circle of shit. It just keeps coming back around. Over my 30-year career, I've been the hero, I've been the villain, I've been the hero, I've been the villain again. 9/11, we were all fucking heroes, right? I mean, we could walk on
Because
water.
we were needed.
Exactly. And they
You're right,
saw it.
Slick.
They saw, yeah.
When the big bad wolf goes away, they don't want the sheepdog there.
Then the media,
guarding them.
then the media jumps all over that George Floyd hoax bullshit. The guy died of a fentanyl overdose. Nothing to do with Derek Chauvin.
Hey, he was going to die anyway.
He
Had
was
he
dead.
not encountered the police that night,
dead.
he was still who would
We
have
saw the
died.
autopsy report, the real one.
Yeah.
We did a show on it. Yeah.
We did.
But anyway, then they rioted, and then all of a sudden it's our fault. And yet the place is burning. That's fine. Let it burn.
Yeah.
So Minneapolis burned, and Portland, and so it's just one of those things. I won't go down that rabbit hole, but it's a circular thing. Everything comes full
We're
circle.
like a shotgun blast tonight. We're all over the place.
Fuck yeah, and I love it, dude. Let's just talk.
Yeah, I do too.
Man. Let's just
I do
fucking
too.
shoot the shit. But I got some other stuff going on crime wise. You guys want to hear any crime shit?
Yeah,
or-
man. Give us something.
All right, I got something here. Let me see where I'm at here. I'll start.
We need to do about a 3-hour one. We need to do a Joe Rogan podcast one night, about a 3-hour podcast. Just get plastered.
Oh, dude! If you said Joe Rogan podcast 3 hours, does that mean we could talk whatever we want to?
Yeah, but we have to put it. We have to put a
Shit.
statement out first, though. We are
That's
at our
fine.
house. We're not driving. We're not going anywhere.
That's fine,
We have
that's fine.
adult supervision watching us at all times
Yep. This is called Bourbon and Badges, but we're going to talk about all sorts of shit. We also got
because we're definitely can't be.
Hey, maybe we can talk about politics a little bit, Rod.
Thanks for the show,
Slow
guys.
loves
Appreciate you showing up. Hey, I tell you, one of the guys I worked with listened to the podcast. He's listened to this last week podcast. Man, he says, "Man, I'll give anything to see y'all two fight." I told him, I said, "It won't take long, guys. Shoot that big fella."
Yeah, it'd be a short fight.
Yeah, Rod's the side guy. Yeah, when the cops show up, why'd you shoot him? Look at him. Okay.
I don't miss many meals. Yeah, I don't miss many meals. So anyway, I got a story from overseas, but I wanted it to reflect on something that we talk about here a lot as far as law enforcement. That's gun control and the myth of guns and assault rifles and all this other shit. Okay, so over in London, some wingnut decided to get in a car, get in a chase with police, run over a few people, crash, get out of the car, and then he pulled a sword, one that looks much like a samurai sword, kind of rounded sword on the end, kind of like a blade, kind of. Mm-hmm. And he chopped and diced up 5 people, including a 14-year-old boy who passed away from the injuries. Was very proud of himself, held the sword up, said, "Yeah, I did it." Some kind of shit. I don't know. It wasn't exactly religious, but it sounds like something maybe almost like cult-like, maybe cultish. Yeah. I don't know. My point is this. It was a sword in a car. So now people died and people were injured. Now, we're not going to call the sword an assault sword.
I don't think we should outlaw all swords and all cars.
But is it an assault sword now because it assaulted people? Guess you could say that, but beforehand wasn't an assault sword. You know what I mean? Is the car now an assault car? And the answer is, my comparison is, there's no such thing as an assault rifle. Anything that you use to assault is like Slow said last week. Assault is an action. You assault somebody. If you assault them with a scissor, the scissor becomes the weapon. The gun, there's no such thing as assault weapons, 1. 2, guns aren't the only thing that kill people, folks. Britain don't have any guns, right? Hound Dog, tell me about that.
That's right. They don't. No guns. Guns are illegal in Britain.
So what did this guy do to kill people? He used a car and a sword.
Yep.
Folks, what are you going to do? Ban fucking everything? Pencils?
Two assault weapons. There's 2 assault weapons.
We need to look at those statistics. Yeah. I had a debate with a friend of mine. It's pretty liberal. Talking about the guns.
That's your first fucking problem. Go ahead, sorry.
Talking about people that, guns kill people. And I made the statement. I said, I'm pretty sure DWI, drive while impaired, drivers kill more people than people do with guns. I need to look that statistics up to see how true that might be. Because they called BS on it.
Yeah, guns don't kill people.
I need to look that up.
People kill guns.
Maybe for another show. But you're exactly right, man. It's
a gun's an inanimate object. It doesn't work unless a human's pulling the trigger. What is so hard to get? How the fuck does that pass you? Not you guys. I'm saying people. How does that pass people?
I watched a lot of YouTube. It shows how much time I got on my hands. But it's pretty interesting when they go and interview these college students that are out protesting anti-guns, remove all guns. They ask them these questions about guns. They have no clue. Don't have a clue.
They have no clue. Let me ask you a question, guys. Back in the day, before there were guns, did nobody die? Nobody got killed?
You stepped on a dinosaur or stepped on them or something.
That's a fucking rhetorical question. There were swords. They were killing each other with swords, arrows, rocks, stones.
Oh man, pouring hot oil on them when he's trying to.
You're trying to go through the gate and they're pouring the fucking oil down on you?
And throw fire to you? Yep. Then you look like Richard Pryor running around.
Damn right. Well, what my point is this, humans been killing humans for fucking centuries.
Well,
and they use every fucking weapon. Timothy McVeigh, one of the biggest fucking killers in the history of the country, right?
Yeah.
Used fucking fertilizer.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And who's the dude that the cult leader, that everybody drink the Kool-Aid? That's what
Jim Jones.
Kool-Aid thing.
Jim Jones.
Yeah, Jim Jones.
Yeah.
He was drink the Kool-Aid came from.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He conned those people into drinking that poison. They all killed themselves.
How do you do that? How do you convince a plethora of people, thousands of people? I
think you got to take a madman with the gift of gab and a bunch of really fucking lonely, fucking ignorant people.
Weak-minded people.
Leave me out of this.
No, you're not weak, man. You're killing shit every day with that mower.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's sad, man. I don't mean to. You can't see them. These frogs are green. The grass is green.
It's not Shootout Mountain anymore. It's Cutout Mountain.
Well,
It's
I tell you,
Slice and
last one, this
Dice. It's
last one,
Slice and Dice Mountain.
I am weed eating by the pond.
Do you know this sword guy?
Hey, it's not funny, but the weed eater launched this frog into the pond. Now you can see him flipping end over end, and
That's not funny, but I'm about to laugh because it must have. He's doing flips in the air.
oh yeah, he's in the pond. He's underwater. You see him kicking around. I'm saying maybe he's going to make it. Maybe he's going to make it.
Why didn't you go in after him? That would have been.
Slows out there in the back end of his yard, like one of these Japanese steakhouse shells go ding, 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 ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding,
cooking the
ding.
food in front of you.
It's terrible. I don't
You want lobster?
Salamander. We got salamander right here.
Oh, let me
We
tell
have
you.
salamander for you.
I don't know where.
Round eye wants salamander.
Hey, I've got an aerator in the pond, and of course, the cord runs up to the machine, that pushes the air, the compressor. And I got a fake rock sitting on top of it. And I stepped up on it. Fake rock sitting on. I got big boulders on one side of the pond. I stepped on one of the boulders, and there is I promise you, a frog that's about this giant, big, solid black. And evidently he's living.
Why has it got to be a
underneath
black
that fake
frog?
rock.
Why has it got to be a fucking black frog? That's my question.
Yep.
That's what I like to know too. But he's black as he could be. He came out from underneath that fake rock, right across my foot. I about peed on myself.
No.
Is that what I heard?
Oh, it's a 5-year-old little girl. Scared the crap out of me.
No, but to close out my story over there, I just wanted to point that out. People will find a way to kill. If we banned every gun in this country, somebody would walk into a school after they were banned and they would cut kids up with a sword.
Yep.
That's
Exactly
just the bottom
right.
line. That's just, guys, sorry about that. If you don't like to hear that, but that's the
Guns
truth.
don't kill people. People kill people.
30 years of policing, I've seen it.
Exactly.
People kill people with any fucking thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I just don't understand these people. I understand people. They don't. They're not educated on guns. They don't feel comfortable with guns. You just don't have a gun.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple.
Yeah,
you don't
simple.
feel like you're comfortable to have a gun in your house. Then don't have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But these
Do you
same
guys
people.
have do you guys have X, Twitter? Do you guys have X?
I
You
do
guys
not.
look at X?
I haven't.
Yeah.
Do you?
I never
So-
look at it, but I got it.
I'm
I
too
kinda
woke for X. So I'm sorry.
After Mussport, I got onto it and I look at it. So long story short, there was a 14-year-old kid on there. This is not funny, not sad or anything. I'm just kind of like, it's like a sign of the times. He was an up and coming rapper, so he's got a gun in his hand with a laser sight on it and the red dot, and he's doing all this shit with it, going, yeah, motherfucker, and all this shit like this, blah blah blah. And the next thing he does is this, and he goes, pop, and then he fucking drops. He fucking shot himself in the head by accident. Like he was messing with it, showing people, and I watched it 3 or 4 times, and it was posted on X, like it was a real. It's not fake. He's talking about
Is that Darren's law? What is it? Darwin's law.
Darwin's law.
Darwin.
Yeah, Darwin.
That's what I said.
Darwin. Yeah.
Where the weak eliminate themselves.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to handle it. Fingering the trigger well, doing all the shit with it, and he went. I guess he was going like and he went like this, and he blew his fucking head off.
Oh man!
And
you
for a
guys,
minute I was like stupid ass mother. Then I found out he's 14. I'm like, oh shit, I feel kind of bad. But it's like, Jesus Christ, what the kids in
The
his
hell's a
room with a
14-year-old
gun?
got a gun for?
Yeah, with a
that's
with
unlawful, isn't it?
A red
And,
dot.
if you make it
of
a
course.
law, then they're not
Of
going to have
course.
guns.
Of course, but I don't know.
Well, you got to look at this too, man. Every time a cop kills a bad guy, they picture him. They show a picture of him like in school when he was 14 or something.
Yeah.
If you look on Facebook or anything else, it shows him with the gangster with all the signs, the guns.
He's
the
got his
money.
Mac 10 and he's got his money and he's got his
They don't
guns.
show that picture. They show the
No,
picture.
they
of
show
him
when
like
he's playing Pee Wee football. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right,
no, we
I
didn't say
got
this.
something for you guys.
Hound Dog, go.
All right, so I'm gonna give a quick shout out to my buddy Jake at Ocean Isle Beach Police Department.
Okay.
He's a good dude.
He don't write your check, does he?
No,
Okay.
he he sends me this picture today of some sake that he acquired, I guess, in Japan or somewhere.
Now, is
Is
sake made
sake-
from rice?
Sake is rice wine.
All right.
Sake
Yeah.
rice wine.
And you drink it warm, right?
Yeah, and this is the picture that he sent me the box that the sake came in.
Oh, look at
Box of round I like
Right.
box.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, and you know, it's got a bunch of writing on the other side. If you can see that, I don't know if you can or not. But anyway,
Is it written in English or
no, it's written in
Japanese?
Japanese. Yeah. It's got a freaking venomous snake in it
In the bottle?
in the bottle.
Wait. The bottle he's drinking out
Oh
of.
Jesus! It looks like
That
looks
is
like
it's a real snake.
that looks like a snake in that damn shit we used to do in science when we used to cut them open. What was it in? Formaldehyde?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
That's the
that's
bottle?
that's the bottle. I got a better picture.
That's the
It's
bottom
in the
of the bottle.
of the. It's in the bottom of the bottle he's
Oh
drinking.
shit! Look at that. It's in the bottom of the bottle he was drinking.
It's in the
out.
bottom of the bottle. And if
Now,
you,
does this
I know,
guy
you,
know
I know,
that?
I know you can't tell, but it looks like there is still some sake in there, just barely enough to cover the snake up.
Yeah, you can see that.
Keeping them moist.
Yeah,
Do you eat the snake like you eat the worm in the tequila bottle?
I hope not.
Yeah, bro, yeah,
imagine-
everybody eats a piece of the snake.
Yeah, eat that son of a bitch.
So my buddy Jake, and he told me about this a couple of weeks ago, and he just sent this to me today.
Jake and his snake.
And
Jake
I said,
the Snake Roberts. He was a great
yeah,
wrestler.
he was. And so I said, what does it taste like? Is it? He said, oh, it's not bad. It kind of leaves your mouth numb a little bit.
It's a venomous snake.
Leaves your mouth numb. What the hell do you think it's doing to the rest of your insides?
You're telling the truth, Hound Dog. You're not screwing
Yeah, I
us.
swear.
This is a true story.
Very true story. Very
This
true
ain't
story.
the dick. This ain't a dick pic faker.
No.
Yeah, y'all
It's
guys.
not.
Yeah, y'all guys gotta quit screwing me.
We just did that. It was just that one time.
Yeah, just that one time.
that I know of.
That's true.
But no, this is a real deal. Real deal. This
Holy
sake.
shit.
He, I think
Where'd he
Jake
get it
was-
from, Hound? Where'd he get it from?
I think he was in the military and he was overseas and
Oh, so he got it from straight overseas shit.
yeah, and he got it from
Snuck
over
it
there.
back in.
But
Damn. How'd he get it through
and
customs?
It's
Shit.
beyond me how in the hell or why in the hell somebody would drink some shit like that. But Jake, he seems to like it, and he said I'll save you a little taste. I said, oh hell no, no,
No,
I
don't
don't
do me a
want it.
favor. No, that's
Thank
fine.
you know I appreciate the offer, Jake, but hell no, I ain't drinking that shit.
I'll tell you what. I got some chopped up frogs in the backyard. We can stick in a bottle and send to
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Slow,
no doubt.
Slow can have a lot of bottles of shit.
Yeah, I mean, we can-
Salamanders, frogs,
Yeah.
snakes. I think you said you had a bird you could stick in a bottle too.
Yeah, man, that was suicide. She.
Hey, if they didn't leave a note, it ain't suicide. We got to investigate. Sorry, sir.
That was sad. It's just flipping around, flopping. I went back to look. I said, "Oh God, that's sad, man." I went back to the house cardinal.
But you know, on this sake stuff here, who in the hell will be sitting around and said, "Hey, man, let's put a snake in that there wine and see what it tastes
Good
like."
idea.
Yeah, and then, but then the bigger question though, Hound, is then when that fucker puts it on the shelf, who's the fucking schlep that comes in and goes, "I'll have some of that."
Jake,
Yeah.
I know, but what's wrong with Jake, your friend, bro?
You know, what is this missing?
Yeah,
It's missing something. I think it's a
missing something.
snake.
I think a,
Snake gonna improve?
a venomous snake, I think, would make this all the better.
oh shit. Yeah, but he said that just kind of blew my mind because I don't like snakes anyway. I hate snakes. But that
What's
just,
he planning on doing with that, Hound? Now that he's
I
got a
guess-
snake with a little bit of fucking sake on it.
Yeah, do
I
you
guess-
keep it? Is it a souvenir?
I guess so.
Paperweight?
Stuff
I
it.
guess say something to
All
talk about. I guess.
Let me ask you something. How much would it take for you to finish that bottle off? Seriously,
snake?
how much money would it take?
For me,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
There's a dollar amount. Come on. There's
I
a dollar
wouldn't-
amount.
No, hell no.
Everybody will do anything, particular dollar amount. There's a dollar amount there. That
I
you
would
do
not
that.
do it.
$5 million, you wouldn't do it.
No.
For $5 million?
No, I wouldn't. No, I don't like snakes. I don't want to be near snakes.
I ain't
And I'm
$5
sure.
million.
I'm sure as hell ain't gonna drink one that's had down wine up its ass. So, no.
Why? Rice
You're
wine
drinking
up
from wrong
its
end of
ass.
the bottle.
You know, when that snake was put in there, we put that shit on top of him. He might have let out a little, like, you know,
Yeah, a little
little
turd or
snake
something.
urine, a little turd. or
snake.
something. Like,
Little
Was
snake
the snake
turd.
alive or was
Yeah.
he dead when they put him in there?
I don't know.
who knows?
Don't know.
And you know what? You know
gotta,
with
you got a hound dog. You got to research
no.
this.
You know, with copping, when people are dead, they still shit out after they're fucking dead. When we're moving them around, the fucking air and shit, you know, and they fucking.
Oh, let me tell you.
No. You can tell a story. Oh, Jesus.
What do you call these people that they pick up the corpse and they take it back to
the
embalming?
The mortician guys, the morgue.
Yeah,
guys.
the morticians. And talking this female one, she said the guys always leak urine, so they sew
their dick hole shut.
Yes. So they don't leak.
I finished your sentence. I telepathically knew.
I was trying to think of a polite way to say it.
See what I did, Hound Dog? I know you would look for this is Bourbon and Badges. Polite way to say it. Sewed his dick hole shut. What the hell's the matter with you?
That's exactly what she said.
We've been banned already once. It's just bound to happen again.
And then she then she goes like, "Hey, would you like to go out for a drink?" I'm like, no, I wouldn't. I don't think I want to talk to you anymore.
No, I ain't got an issue.
I'm joking about the drink thing, but that's like what they said for real.
I'll go back to the money thing. My son says this to me all the time. Would you do this for this amount of money? I would. Would you do this for this money?
Yeah.
I always tell my son, I would do plenty of things if you paid me to do plenty of things. That's fine. But anything that disrespects me or dishonors me, I would not do. For instance, he said, so you wouldn't lick a urinal for $1,000? I said, nope. You wouldn't suck another guy's dick for whatever? Nope.
All right. Facebook jail again.
That type of thing. Yeah. So anyway, but now drink that bottle? Drink that bottle?
No, there's no way in hell.
Depends upon the money, but I might drink that bottle. Because the snake thing doesn't.
Yeah, there's a dollar amount that anybody would do.
Not me. I wouldn't do that.
For the snake? Yeah, for the snake thing,
No,
I think.
Hey, when you got hired to kill that guy, how much that lady going to pay you guys, you and Roy, to kill that guy?
We got the
undercover stuff.
$2,500.
$2,500. That's what she put on somebody's life.
Yeah.
Tell that story for our new listeners. Tell that story.
All right, so
that's no amount of money there.
Yeah, that was I guess it was 2004, 5, somewhere along there, or maybe earlier. We ran an ad in newspapers said for hire. Will
set the stage. You and Roy are narcotics agents, vice agents.
Yes. I'm trying to shut the fuck up.
Shut the hell up.
I'm producing this show. Do I need to hit the button again?
We heard the button.
I'm gonna shove that button up your ass.
This one's gonna put us. Shit. This one's Facebook jail. I'm telling you, this episode right fucking here.
We're doing undercover stuff. We work for Gastonia Police Department and Vice Narcotics, and we riding around trying to think of something out of the box to do. So we ran an ad in newspaper said for hire. We'll do anything professional and discreet. Had a phone number to it. The phone number rang at my desk at the Gastonia Police Department. So anytime, in narcotics, when you answer the phone, you don't say, Vice Narcotics or Narcotics Bureau or whatever. You say hello. That's just what you do. And this lady was on the other end. She said, I was calling about your ad. Yeah, whatever. And I'm figuring she's going to say, y'all come and rake leaves or some shit like that. But she said, y'all break bones. Yep, sure. What kind of bones you want broke? Well, long story short, I know we've already been over this a couple times on the podcast, but she hired.
That's a good story.
She hired us to kill her. Let's see if I can get it right. Her dead daughter, husband, and his new wife. To kill them, and so, we set up a meet. Had the. Had a camera in an undercover car where, it filmed her, through the dash fence. And it was great audio, great video and everything. And she said, I just want them dead, just both of them dead, just snuff them out, her exact words. And after we did the investigation, we, set up a price. I think it's $2,500. I wouldn't have done it for that, for no amount of money. But that seems awful low to me for fucking murder. But, so we get everything together. We're going to arrest her, and after we go to her ex-son-in-law or her dead daughter's husband and his new wife. Come to find out, the new wife was her very own daughter.
I agree.
The guy was married to her first daughter. The daughter died. He married her other daughter, and she wanted custody of the grandkids. because she didn't think that was right the way they were doing it. So she wanted her daughter and her son-in-law murdered over custody dispute of the grandkids.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? So there is a dollar amount for anything.
Not no damn
For
steak
some
bottle.
people. For some people.
Yeah.
Not for all. Some people, I believe, cannot be bought.
Look at you taking the high road.
Nope.
But anyway, that's a gist of it.
Yeah, but the life today lives aren't worth a shit because you see in the street all the time a finger pull, people dead. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
boom.
I
They
quit a
don't
lot
think
to the
twice
video
about it.
games, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That too.
I tell you,
It desensitizes the kids a little bit, but I'll tell you what, it's their upbringing too slow. It's just their upbringing.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I work part time at Ingles now up here in Spruce Pine, and majority people there work the front end, the cashiers, the baggers, stuff. They're all teenagers, and they're like zombies. They don't make eye contact. They look at the floor. They don't.
The faces
they don't
in
know
the
how
phone. If
to-
they're not doing something, the
yeah,
faces
they
in the
don't
phone.
know how to communicate.
Yeah.
All from video games and from looking at that phone.
Yep.
But they're not even the problems. The ones you just said were working. I'm talking about these fuckers who grow up on the street. Grow up with they don't have the fathers and their mothers or wherever, grandma. They're probably the prototypical for me one is the one that doesn't have a parent. They're being brought up by grandma who doesn't know what they're
Yeah.
doing. They just come and go as they please.
Dad's
They're being
dead, mom's in jail.
Yeah, they're being,
That
brought,
kind of
they're being
thing.
brought up by their peers on the street, the older guys on the street, and they're learning the wrong thing, and they're idolizing the guys with the money, and the guys with the money are the drug dealers. and
Well, you got to look
shooters.
at you say you're poor and you're in a poverty area, and here's a guy
Yeah.
comes through with all the flashy,
Yeah.
all the flashy jewelry, the nice
Yes.
car, the nice
Yes.
women.
Yep.
Yes, and then
Like,
you
wow,
see
I
when
like
he
to be like him.
yeah, and then when he disappears, you don't know where he went. But then there's another guy with money and women. He's doing the same thing. You don't realize the guy that went that way is probably in the morgue or in prison. But then
Right.
it's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
You're right.
It's so sad, but it gets so tiresome. You know what the sad thing is? After 30 years of policing, it's like it's just to me. It's like I just don't give a fuck. Like it just is what it is. It's almost like society's accepted it, guys. Do you not agree? Like we know what's wrong, but we don't call it out. No one calls it out. No one says the black family's broken. No one will say that. No one will say that.
Well, I tell you,
Because you can't because the second you identify a problem and you know it's your fault, you have to do something about it. But the second you're able to point your finger at somebody else, it's not my fault, it's society's fault. It's not my fault, it's racist. It's not my fault, it's the white man's fault, or it's not my fault, it's the black man's fault. The second you can put blame on something else, it alleviates you of having to do something.
Right.
And that's the problem. When you can accept that you are part of the problem or the problem, then change happens. When you don't, you have no responsibility to change. Am I right, Hound Dog?
Oh, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Rod, did you do that? No, I didn't do that shit. You
Yeah,
didn't do that? No, I didn't do that
no.
shit.
That was him. That guy over there did it.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah. So I just
Yeah.
sit back, don't have to do nothing. But the second I go, yeah, welcome back, Slow. We just kept talking without you. No problems. We're good.
yeah, I don't know what's going on with this thing.
That's okay, man.
Yeah.
We kept rolling.
It's all good.
we-
It's all good.
Yeah, we have technical difficulties from time to time, folks. We pop in, pop out, but we,
Yeah.
the
I
professionals
think
we
y'all
are,
wish
we,
that on me.
I think I
y'all
have a button over
button.
here.
Hey,
I got a
you're
button.
the
You do have a
down.
button.
You're the down producer.
Yeah, hit your producer button, producer.
Yeah, I got a button to prove it.
Now we were just talking when people don't have to take responsibility for what their own problems are.
Yeah.
It just keeps continuing. So, but anyway, I just wish it would all stop, man. I just wish everybody just would realize and just, you know what? If you're gonna make a baby, hang in there.
Be adult
Parent
enough
that
to
baby.
raise
yeah,
it. Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Or don't make one. Just that's that
Exactly.
simple. Yeah,
Yep.
you can
Well,
still
I
go
missed
out.
a
And be,
lot that the little seconds that were gone. A few seconds that were gone.
yeah.
Yep.
You can be as depraved as you want. You can bed as many women as you want. I don't give a shit. But just don't have kids, man. Do whatever.
Yeah.
Just be responsible with it. But
Go to the health department and get some condoms.
Now,
Damn
what
right.
you need to do is drink Boone's bourbon.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, I got another
More
story.
on
You
that
guys got
later.
anything else?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Want to hear another story?
Yep.
This one kind of hits home for us guys because us being retired police. So this young man, and I'll show you a picture of him. He decided he wanted to be a police officer.
Okay.
Okay,
Looks
Square-
clean cut. Looks like
he's
he's
clean cut,
square away
yeah.
looking dude.
Yeah,
I like
squared away.
the glasses look cool, make him look smart. He's got the nice
Yeah.
jacket, press shirt.
Yep.
So anyway, he wanted to be a
I like
police
his
officer.
hairline.
That's because yours is going back and his is staying where the fuck it is.
His Hound Dog
That
didn't
was
say
funny.
anything.
Do you know what I said? It's fucking, you got more
No,
face to wash and less
I
hair.
shaved my head.
I need to start powdering this up here.
Yeah, mine's moving back too. I try to fucking hide it. So anyway, so he wants to be a police officer, and he goes to the motions, right? So
I'll
he
get a
goes
better
to.
light.
There's your light. Makes you look very
What are you
white.
doing?
He just lit himself up. Looked like he was in a tanning bed. So the guy wanted to be a police officer, and he starts the process. I'm sure he fills out the application, all this, but when he gets to the interview and the polygraph, he starts to disclose things. Like he used to play with his cousin,
Okay.
and he would say he said some things that were a little bit concerning. Maybe some bells went off, lights went off in law enforcement type people's heads. That did sound kind of right. Like he used to play games and he used to horse around sexually, and he's like, whoa. So they heard some things from him. And then they called him back for a second interview, and they want him to elaborate on his questionnaire he answered and his polygraph, which he did. Well, come full circle, okay, fast forward. This guy has been convicted and is about to be sentenced to 20 years to life for sexually abusing his little cousin, who they said when they caught up to her, said when he was 14 to when he was about 19, he was raping her.
This all came out in the
In a
interview.
job
from the
interview.
cop.
He volunteered the breadcrumbs, if you will, that led them to ask him further questions that he disclosed to them charging him. Court's already been done. He's waiting to be sentenced. He's looking at 20 years to life in prison.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But guys, I mean, listen. If you're raping people, don't apply to be a police officer.
Yeah,
Like,
no shit.
See, like my
Yeah,
question
maybe
is,
subconsciously he wanted to get caught. He wanted to tell this.
do you think that, or do you think he's just so
I
fucking
think
like?
he's those fucking stupid.
Because he was 26 years old, right? So 14 to 19, she says he was raping her. So at 19 he stopped. So we're talking 7 years passed, and he decides he wants to be a cop. So maybe he thought that was all just,
Oh, it happened in the
Behind
past, so it really don't matter.
I got away with it. It's
Yeah.
behind me. She
Yeah.
didn't say shit. I'm not caught. She didn't get pregnant. Whatever the thing was. But damn, at least if you're gonna, you gotta lie. You gotta lie on the lie detector. You know what I'm saying?
No
Put a
shit.
tack in your shoe. You know the old tricks, guys. You know,
Yeah.
sit on
Yeah.
stick a nail up your ass. Whatever the fuck you got to do for the pain response, lie. If you want to be a cop and you're a rapist, child abusing piece of shit, right?
Wow, what an idiot, man.
That's a true story. That's not a fake. That just happened
crazy.
in Florida. That was this past month. Unbelievable, man.
what an idiot.
Yeah, but sad. Like just
Well, you know what? He is exactly where he needs to be.
he's gonna
In
be
fucking
exactly where he
jail.
needs to be.
Well, I tell you, and they don't do well in prison.
No, they don't do well in prison.
Yeah, anything to do with the child, those type of crimes, those guys don't do well in prison. Even the bad guys don't care for that.
Yep,
No.
That's crazy
So,
talk.
I don't know.
it
Yeah.
is crazy talk.
Man, let's lighten up this thing. So, let's have another drink. Good grief.
I lost my breath.
Well,
on that one. Phew.
I've been drinking.
Yeah, I'm a little
I don't know what
buzzed.
the hell y'all been doing.
I know I'm buzzed because I'm. Oh, there we go. That's
You
the
know what?
first pour button.
A par.
We're 49 minutes into this motherfucker. That's the
Hound
first
Dog's
pour
getting
button.
serious. He got his glasses on.
Yep.
He put his Papar glasses on.
So
What
all
do you
right,
got?
all right, here we go. I got it right here.
Go ahead.
The world's best bourbon from New York International Spirits Competition. The top 10, I think. You'll never believe the top Kentucky straight bourbons. You'll never believe some of these.
Well, they
'cause I
didn't
did.
consult us, so
No, they
Do
didn't.
we know them? Do we know of them?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Check it out. I don't know if this is in any particular order or what, but top straight bourbons and whiskeys are Wild Turkey, Long,
Syrah whiskey.
Long Branch. That's the one Matthew McConaughey
Yeah,
endorses.
really?
I'm a fan of that one.
Augusta Distillery, Buckner 10-year, Angel's Envy Cask Strength.
Got that in the.
I'm good with that. I got that one on the cart.
Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't done. Angel Envy Cask Strength finished in Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, finished in port wine barrels. Brothers Bourbon, bottled in bond. 1845 distilling preemption reference Texas straight wheated bourbon whiskey.
Yeah, these have long ass names.
Here they are. And
Yeah, boring ride, man. Speed it up.
Savage,
Sleeping here.
Savage and Cook Bloody Butcher bourbon.
Never heard of it.
Did you have that one time, Hound Dog? What did you have?
We
You
had
something-
we had Jephthah Creed, Bloody Butcher's Creed.
right.
Bloody, yeah, it's good. I liked it.
These are hell of a names, man. Jesus.
Yeah, and these are small batch. That one was straight bourbon. These are small batch. Rabbit Hole Distillery, Marizuna, Wilderness Trail Bourbon, High Rye, Garrison Brothers Single Barrel Cask Strength, Garrison Brothers Lady Bird, and 2XO, the Kiowa blend.
I
that
hadn't heard any of those.
The 2XO we sell in the liquor store that I work at, and we have a lady comes in probably once a week, and she buys a bottle of that. She loves it, and I asked her one day. I said, "Well, what's this 2XO? I mean, I've never had it or anything." She said, "Do you like Woodford Reserve Double Oak?" I said, "I do."
Gary Johnson, one of the guys co-host and the guest here,
Yeah.
that's his favorite pour.
Yep. And she said, if you like that, you'll love this. She said, this is and looking up the little bit on it, 2XO is 2 times oak.
Huh.
So they
That's right,
it's
my wheelhouse.
very
of
oaky.
things.
Yeah.
You know what? This whole story just made me think. I don't know. I haven't even scratched the surface of bourbon. I haven't
Yeah.
heard of any of those bourbons.
Yeah, that's some of them I heard of, some of them I hadn't. But I thought that was a very interesting thing. And evidently, that was in New York. They have another whiskey competition in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
So I hadn't heard any kind of results from that one yet. But when I do, I'll pass it on to everybody.
I want to tell you, Rodinator, and you came on as a guest before, but the new listeners don't know. We used to have actually a studio in Gastonia when we were all in Gastonia. Mm-hmm. It was so much easier to meet in the studio, and everybody drank from one bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And you could have all kind of really nice.
I was a
pours
guest.
because
I was a guest 1 or 2 times.
yeah, that's
in
what I'm
that
saying.
studio.
Yeah, you're a guest there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier to sit across the table from each other and actually shoot the crap and enjoy one bottle and rate that one bottle together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Now
people
that we're
today,
all different locations.
anybody listening now, I'm in Gastonia. Hound Dog's down there at the beach in South Carolina, and Slow's up in Shootout Mountain. So
Yeah, Mitchell County.
that's why sometimes we have difficulty with the in and out of internet and all this other shit. We got decent equipment, but we're at the mercy of the weather, right? The
Weather.
different
and the weather.
And the
Yeah.
weather. Yeah.
yeah. Fuckers. And so sometimes it's in, sometimes it's out. Sometimes it cooperates, sometimes it doesn't. It's just
Yeah.
how it is. But the show's real, and this is how we are. And we're just some basement
Hey,
podcasters
we
here.
say
We're
we
not-
like our bourbon. We are uncut and unfiltered.
yeah,
We're definitely
we're
uncut.
we're not Joe Rogan level yet, but we're heading there slowly.
I tell you,
tortoise pace.
Facebook has frowned on us a couple of times.
Yeah, everybody's frowned on us.
Who
I'm
cares?
sure people will listen to this one right here, and they'll
Oh,
go,
yeah.
ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be people cutting us out.
But you know what?
You'll
We
see-
retired and we don't care.
Yeah.
we really
We are
don't
not
give a shit.
governed by any governing body anymore. Well, these
Yep.
administrations telling you can't say that, you can't do that.
You know what?
Yep.
You know what the funny thing about that is what you just said. I think you guys hit on something that we don't realize, but I realize.
How can
When
you
I-
not realize what you realize?
No, we don't realize.
I
He
think you
realizes
don't
because he's a
realize.
captain.
Oh,
we're not captains.
Shit.
No, I am
Captain
no
realized.
longer. No, I am no longer a captain. I'm
I
just a
forgot he
fucking
was a captain.
Gastonia, wife-beating, wearing motherfucker. So that's just it. But what I'm telling you is this:
I'm waiting for Suzanne coming there and knock the shit out of him.
she probably
so
will.
funny.
I think the
I'm sorry.
grandbaby's.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry.
The grandbaby's up there sleeping. She's probably going to come down here and knock me out. How freeing it was to be out from under the employment
Oh, yeah.
yoke.
Yeah.
The thing that goes around your neck to slow, just
Yep.
for the slower
Yep.
readers. Around you. Because, you
Nice
know,
pointing me out. Thank you very much.
push your button. You're the producer, for God's sakes. But when I get out from under having to worry about what I say, whether it's on a podcast, whether it's to a person on the street, whether it's to a neighbor that I'm having a problem with, because they could always call. You know how that is, right? Oh, I'm going to call you. I had a lady one time arguing with a lady in the street, a neighbor, not really arguing, but just like a disagreement about something. I said, okay, let's go on. Go on. It doesn't matter. You live over there, you stay over here. I'm going to call you. I know you, please. I'll call your captain. I said, call. In my own head, I'm like, I can't stand that. Go to.
Oh yeah, you're
I'm
off
gonna
duty.
call
You're not.
your
You're not dressed
who.
like a cop. You're not acting like a cop.
Yeah.
You're not being.
I'm not in county. Yeah, I have a right to say what the fuck. And there's been times when I was on boards with officers who had problems with neighbors, and I remember this one particular one. I won't say names, but guy was a pain in the ass. He was across the street, and there was something about the way the officer was parking his take-home car in the street on his side of the street. So his side of the street, he was parking his car on the street. Neighbor's driveway was right here, right across the street. And the neighbor didn't like it because it wasn't just comfortable for him to pull out, back out, and go. He didn't like the car here. So he bitched about it and whatever, and the guy said, listen, this is my side of the street. That's your side of the street. I'm doing it. So he had his wife go in the second-story window, the neighbor, and start filming. And the husband went across the street, started banging on my officer guy's door. Like banging like a maniac type thing. Mm-hmm. Guy knows he's a cop, blah, blah, blah. And my officer, and I call him my officer. He wasn't my officer, but he was an officer with us, so he is my officer.
Right.
Looks out the window, goes, oh, hell, it's the guy again. And I goes, I'll go out there, I'm going to whip his ass. You know, he's saying just what we would say. I'm going to fucking knock this guy out. But he can't. Why? Because he's a fucking cop, right?
Right.
So he doesn't know what quite to do. So finally he goes out there, and he handles it like he should. Doesn't put hands on or nothing like that, but tells them in no uncertain words, get the fuck off my property, you know, blah, 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 blah. The whole time the wife's filming it, and then after it's all over with, they call, of course, because it's all set up, right? She's filming
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Setting them
Right.
up.
So anyway, so it goes to IA and all this other stuff. So all of it comes full circle. He comes into, of course, they write it up because, you know, that's just what we do now. We hold ourselves to such a high standard in the police department because of all the bullshit that's thrown at us. We feel like we have to investigate every single thing in order to prove that it's false, rather than just saying on its face, go fuck yourself, you're full of shit. Like, we have to put the officers through this. And folks, it's not like just easy. You get interviewed, your job's threatened. I mean, a whole thing. Anyway, so long story short, after everything was over with, we go around the room, and we acquitted the guy of the whatever he was up there for. And when it got to me, at the end of it, they said, does anybody else have anything to say? And the last thing you want to hear is Rod Farley say, yeah, I got something to say, because you know it's something's fucking
We've never heard that before, have we?
yeah. And I wasn't drinking either. I was on duty. But the major says, anybody else got anything to say? I said, yeah, I got something to say. And he goes, Captain.
Fuck.
And I looked at the guy, and I looked at my officer, and I said, listen, I said, just because, and I said it very simply, I said, I just want you to know, just because you're wearing a Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department uniform and you're a Charlotte officer doesn't mean you have to stop being a fucking man.
Yeah. Or give up any rights that you had prior to being a cop.
I said, that dude's knocking on your door. You don't got to look through the blinds and talk about what you're going to do. Open that door and confront that man. Tell him, get the fuck off your property. Because you're still a citizen first. You're a man first. You got a family to protect. You don't have to stop being a man because you're wearing a Charlotte uniform.
All right.
And everything happened, went.
Is that how you ended up on the show?
And then they fired me. and I got written up for insubordination, and I was in the next board. They said, don't even bother going home. Just have a seat outside. We're going to get another. Yeah. But anyway, but the problem is the weight of the job, guys. For people who have never done the job, you're held to such a standard. You think there's this blue veil, this blue line that protects cops. It doesn't exist.
I want to tell you.
It doesn't. Tell me, is it slow? Does it exist? It doesn't exist.
It doesn't. If you ask any cop, where is 99% of the pressure and anxiety comes from your job, you're going to say administration.
Administration.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what the first thing? And I'll end on this because we're about in an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
60
The first thing, I asked a veteran cop who got me into this line of work. He said the most dangerous place for an officer is the office.
Yeah,
Exactly right.
I believe.
And the people in the office. I went,
Yeah.
what? He goes, you'll see. Watch your ass in the office and watch what you say and watch what you do and watch who you say it around.
A lot of them are damn
Office.
double-faced backstabbers.
Fucking A right. And he's right.
They are.
The street's easy. I can
Yes.
deal with guns and drugs and fighting and
Yeah.
knives
Oh, yeah.
and all this shit.
Oh, yeah.
But you go to the office, it's those motherfuckers creeping around, talking, backbiting.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say that because I had a great career.
But it's true.
But
No, it is true.
we tell it like it is on the show. Am I
Yeah,
right, guys?
we do.
We were from
You're
different
right.
Especially you got
departments.
some of these lazy people, and you call them out on it, they hurt their little feelings.
Yeah.
That's a couple of chicks that I supervised, man. It just bent them over backwards because they had actually, I made them go out there
You
and do
bent
their
some
job.
chicks over backwards? What the hell did you
They
just
had, it was terrible. They whined and slung
Damn it,
snot
Rod.
because they were so freaking lazy. And they
Don't
whined
do
and
that
slung
shit
snot
again, Rod,
because
when
they
I
made them go
damn
out there and
drinking
do
a
their
damn
job.
drink.
All right,
I'm
guys,
sorry.
we are 61 minutes into this podcast.
Slow,
Any
did you
last-
just
any
see Hound
last
Dog
thoughts?
throw up his... he just spit bourbon
He
all
spit
over
back
the
to drink,
front
but he turned it right back up.
Yeah, no, it went down and it come back out.
Sorry, Hound Dog. Caught you in mid-drink.
Damn, man.
I was gonna go turn to a Rodinator there for a second to the Rantinator.
Oh, go ahead. Close the show, Slow. You're the
All
producer.
right, man. Notice
Do
what
your
you guys
job.
got to say. Any last thoughts? Any last words?
Yeah, I want you to watch Dave's TV. Is a great show on YouTube, and they give a shout out. So I give them shout outs. A good buddy of mine I used to do police with, got in some scrapes with. He does some beer tasting for them, and I'd like you guys to look at Dave's TV and also look out for our American farmers. Atchison Poultry is a cousin of my wife's. Farmers need some support because Biden ain't doing it.
Right.
I want to tell you, too, with a dear friend of ours and dear friend of the show, Tyler Lewis.
Yeah.
He's retired Homeland Security. Tyler, we love you, buddy. He lost his father here recently, man.
Yeah.
He's going through a lot of stuff, man. We love you. We support you.
Yeah,
Need
love you,
anything,
Tyler.
give us a call. If you need to, man, cover the shootout mount. We'll share a bottle and
Kill some
some
snakes and
lions.
frogs and shit.
He'll let you ride the mower and run over fucking animals.
and we
Little
do
bunnies.
believe women should receive the same pay as men.
Oh, absolutely. We don't want
Yeah.
them missing that 6 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And
If they-
Jake,
if they have any
keep
sense
on
at
drinking
all.
that nasty shit that you're drinking.
Damn.
I ain't having it, brother.
That guy with the
Snake
snake. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That guy got balls, man.
That was
Hey,
nasty.
oh, yeah, said drink Boone's bourbon. Be sure to drink Boone's bourbon.
All
Yeah.
right,
Sign
there
bottle
you go.
right there.
Signed even. Nice.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
it's high speed, man. We don't play around here.
I had one of those. I drank it. But go
I had
Did
one
you
of
figure.
keep
those
the
once.
bottle?
Fucking drank it.
I think maybe I did. I think I did. I don't know. Can't remember.
All right, guys, man, I love you guys. It's been a great podcast, man, and appreciate y'all being here.
As always, let's drink about it and drink responsibly.
Oh, yeah, if you like what you see, the content, anything you'd like for us to talk about or do, please put in the comments, hit that like and subscribe button. And what else they need to have on?
And turn that notifications on so you'll know when all this crazy shit comes out on
Every time
there.
they come out. Yeah, man, we need the support, need the love.
Yep. And all you first responders out there, please be careful and make it home to your family.
Hell yeah.
It's been a Studio 77 production.
Not a
Not
66,
66.
not a 34, nothing like that.
Yeah, 77.
Hike.
All right, guys, we are out of here. You mean it's over? Well, shit.